Hey guys, good morning. Compliments of the season to you and yours. I hope this year brings you great tidings of good joy, far better than 2020 did, yes? So welcome to the new year. This is me officially saying Happy New Year to you all. Okay, so on today's episode of Tips with Chef Mimi, we're going to be treating something that I know gives a lot of us some troubles in the kitchen, right? And that is stew. So we're going to be dealing with tomato-based stew. Tomatoes, yes, this ones. Okay, so now a lot of times we battle with cooking our stew. You spend up to 1 hour, sometimes 1 hour 30 minutes just to get your stew to dry properly and so you can fry it. So today I'm going to teach you the easiest and the simplest way to get in and out of the kitchen. Less than 30 minutes. Should I say 20 minutes? I dare say 10 minutes, but no, that's stretching it too much. But in less than the fraction of time that you would have ordinarily spent, this method is going to teach you how to get in and get out sharp. Okay, so like I said, these are our tomatoes. We buy them like this from the market, yes? So when you buy them from the market, what you do is you come home, you wash them properly. It's good to use a pinch of salt to wash your tomatoes, your vegetables from the market because of the bacteria and all the patching of the flies and all those things. So use salt or vinegar to wash your vegetables when you bring them back from the market. Now when you're done, you put this straight just the way it is. You can split it in two if you want, but you put it straight in your pot. Now you add your tatashe to it. You open it, you remove the seed and all that, you put it into the pot. You can add your pepper if you want, but you can also leave it out if you don't want to boil your pepper. You leave this to come to a boil for 5 to 10 minutes. Now, don't add water to the pot. Within that period, you will see that the water inside the tomato sap comes out. So you will see it's boiling. That's what makes the tomato boil, because of the water in it already. Now, when you do that, you leave it to boil for like 10 minutes. After that, you bring it down. Turn it in a sieve or a colander. You turn it in a colander and then you leave it to just drain out a little. Now you take the tomatoes that is already boiled and you put it in your blender. If you want to use a manual blender, that's fine. If you have an electric blender, that's also fine. You put it in your blender with your onions and your pepper if you do not boil it. But don't boil your onions with it because you're wasting the nutrients of the onions, right? So you want it intact. So you can put the onions in the blender while you chop some to fry. So when you do that, you blend it and then it comes out. Now when you blend it, it comes out like a puree. So it comes out like your tomato paste and all that. The fantastic part of this is that your tomato is already cooked. Yes, it's already cooked. So at that point, people who don't like to fry their tomatoes, you can just put it back on the fire, pour your oil inside and everything, mix it, and then it's good to go. But if you like to fry it, at this point, after you blend it, just put your oil on the fire, dice your onions and your garlic, whatever you want to put inside, you fry it. You turn your tomato puree into the pot. You find out that immediately it starts to boil. It starts to make the bubble noise and all that. In fact, at this point, you are the one who have to add water or meat stock or whatever you want to put inside, because you've already taken out all that excess water from it. So this is like now 15 minutes into your cooking and your tomato is already cooked. So you just add a little meat stock, then you add your seasoning cubes, your curry, thyme, whatever it is you want to put inside, and you're already cooked and fried meat. Or if you just want to boil it, you can boil it on its own. You just pour it inside. So in less than 15-20 minutes, your stew is cooked. Now what normally takes time is that when you blend your tomatoes, you add water to the blender first to blend your tomatoes. So that increases the volume of water that is already in the tomato. So it gives it, you need more time for it to boil and dry out. But by putting it straight into the pot and blending it after it's boiled and the water has come out, it cuts that time in more than half. So like you use 1 hour to do that. You're now cutting it into like 20 minutes. You save a whole 40 minutes of your life. If I must say so, of your life. So this is a very easy way of making your tomato in less than the fraction of time that you would have ordinarily made it. These are the steps again. You bring your tomato from the market, you wash it with salt or vinegar, you put it in a pot and bring it to a boil for 10 minutes. After that, you turn it in your blender and then you blend. When you do that, you put your pot on the fire, dice your onions and garlic and put it inside the pot. It fries. You turn the puree from your blender into the pot, leave it to fry a little, add your meat stock or water if you don't have meat stock, bring it to a boil, and your tomato is cooked. Your stew is ready. As simple as that. Don't forget to add your seasoning cube, any cube of your choice, and then also curry, thyme and other things to it. Yeah, so that's it. So try this method out and let me know. I know we eat stew in our house every other day. So try this one. Let us see how it goes. Tell me if these tips were helpful and if this method works for you. And then if you have any problem with it, also leave a comment and we'll share and help everybody out. Okay guys, so thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, tell somebody to watch for helpful tips that we will be giving out here. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I'm Chef Mimi and see you next time on another episode.